Today on the list, celebrate Black History Month, catch up with the cast of a new rom-com, and
it doesn't matter if you're in California on the beach in the sun, if you're on the East Coast, it's cloudy, those rays are still getting your skin, causing the damage.
New advancements in preventing skin cancer.
Skin cancer does not discriminate, so everyone should be thinking about it.
Plus,
from our hearts to their plates.
No reservations needed. We have the perfect Valentine's Day brunch. But up first, the household items you might want to spend a little more on.
That hurts.
It's your life, it's your list, and it starts right now.
Hey guys, I'm Christina Guerrero.
And I'm Jimmy Rhodes. And KG, I've been known to be, well, let's say frugal.
Oh yes, some might even say cheap.
Well, some. Yeah, that might be an understatement. But even I've discovered that sometimes the lowest price isn't always the best value.
Wait, you're gonna opt to spend more money on anything?
Shocking, I know, but here are a few items to spend just a bit more on. And that's our featured story at the top of the list. Toothbrushes, can openers, phone mounts. With stuff you touch every day, small upgrades can be game changers.
These are the things that you probably don't want to spend a lot of money on.
Anne-Marie Conti is a deputy editor at Wirecutter, the product recommendation service from the New York Times.
If you spend just a little bit more, it'll be so much better.
There's one thing you don't understand. I'm cheap. I pinch pennies so hard they collapse into a coupon clipping singularity.
Jimmy, I know you love value. Right? Spend a couple extra bucks and you'll get a better value.
I can be convinced, so let's run down inexpensive items to spend a little extra on. Let's start with laundry baskets.
My mother is also a cheapskate, and I kid you not, this is her dollar store laundry basket.
All those cracks can pinch your fingers with the full weight of a load of wet jeans.
That hurts.
They're treacherous.
I want to point out the sharp edges, and the bottom is almost completely falling off.
Wirecutter's testers landed on a better option.
It's made by Sterilite, and it is sold by the Container Store. It ranges between $14 and $17.
For 14 bucks, it better fold the fitted sheets. So what's the pitch?
They stack into each other. They handle clips so that you can hold them together so that I can carry two baskets at once. I love this laundry basket. I'm gonna pass that laundry basket onto my children.
I promise you they'd prefer cash. Next, spend the extra bacon on nail clippers.
You could spend a buck or two at the dollar store, but if the little teeth don't line up exactly, it sort of chews up your nail without actually clipping it.
I find the cheap ones actually bend my nails.
Ow! They bend, they don't clip. You want stainless steel machined nail clippers.
Wirecutter's pick?
These are our budget pick nail clippers. These are about $8, and these are made by Muji.
Okay, let's stay in the grooming lane with tweezers.
These are my Tweezerman planted tip tweezers. We really like these because they have very sharp tips.
Dull, rounded tips don't grip as well as sharp, angular edges.
They will actually grip the hair accurately, unlike the cheap tweezers that do not close properly.
All right, so what's the damage?
These are about $17.
Oh, come on.
But these have free lifetime sharpening. So you can send these back to Tweezerman and they will sharpen them for you and return them.
Do they last?
I've owned these for about 15, 20 years. Like, these will last you a lifetime.
Our last, still an expensive item you should pay a little more for, pens.
If you want to use a cheap pen that you stole from the bank or that is lying around your house, like, no one's gonna stop you.
But for a better experience, Wirecutter recommends the Uniball Jetstream RT.
These are $10 for 3 pens. It sits well in the hand. It is very smooth and easy to use, has fast drying ink so it never smears. You can just use it. And that's the best part of a great product.
Sounds like it's about peace of mind.
It is about peace of mind. Nice calming breath.
Spending a little more dough for a way better value is at the top of the list.
It's that part of the winter where we can't wait till spring comes and we can get out in the sun, right? But hey, I am your host and I'm a mom, so I have to say it. Skin protection. We are shining a light on the breakthrough new ways you can help prevent skin cancer.
Soaking in the sun. Some of us live for the moment when we can get out there and enjoy it. But with skin cancer cases on the rise, experts say we have to protect ourselves, and we can.
It doesn't matter if you're in California on the beach in the sun, getting direct exposure. If you're on the East Coast, it's cloudy. Those rays are still getting your skin, causing the damage.
Marie Baker, medical director at DermaCrush Medical Aesthetics in Scottsdale, Arizona, says there are ways we can halt the process of skin cancer cell development. For one, she suggests laser treatments like Fraxel, a laser which may help clear sun and age spots from the skin, yet also acts as a skin cancer combatant, and it can also remove precancerous cells.
What it does is it delivers the heat, the energy, so it helps you grow collagen, stimulate collagen, improves texture, and also coagulates the precancers so they come off, they flake off, and they're gone.
Marie says Fraxel works better on brown skin, so I actually went ahead and tried it on my hands.
I'm getting my hand bikini ready.
Yes, that's right.
Lasers can also act as indicators if something needs further looking into.
It may take off something that could indicate further investigation. If we have you see your medical dermatologist, get everything checked out.
Cosmetic dermatologist Dr. Karan Lal performs these medical skin checkups as well as laser treatments, and he suggests the broadband light laser, also known as BBL, which helps those most vulnerable to skin damage.
BBL is really good for people who are very fair skinned. Lots of sun damage, brown spots, red spots, and that flaky grittiness. Fraxel is better for more different skin types and skin tones. The BBL works on decreasing the blood supply and the pigmentation in the skin, and some of these things are both involved in certain pre-skin cancers.
Dr. Lal says both lasers can be quick and easy to perform, but they're not usually covered by insurance, and they're not cheap.
So hands run right around $400 to treat. Face can range from anywhere from $800 to $1,000.
But there is another cheaper alternative. Both Marie and Dr. Lal agree that if you up your SPF to 30 or above and add retinols, you can help prevent skin cancer for as low as $30.
They also help reduce sun damage and prevent sun damage when used over a period of time.
Dr. Lal suggests applying retinols nightly and to reapply SPF every 2 hours.
So putting on that sunscreen is huge just to prevent not only skin cancer, but premature aging of your skin as well.
Taking care of our skin every day.
Okay, the only thing better than love in the air is the smell of great food in the air. If you want to celebrate February 14th with a meal to remember, Jackie Denker has a Valentine's Day brunch to sweeten your love life.
Valentine's Day is coming up.
And what says I love you more than food?
Yeah, I think that weighs more than gifts monetarily.
So to show us how to make a show-stopping brunch for our loves this year, we turned to Dana Dumas, CEO and head chef at Sugar Jam, the Southern Kitchen in Scottsdale, Arizona.
Well, let's get to it.
Okay.
Starting with the strawberry stuffed French toast.
It's really fun to make with your partner. What I'm gonna need you to do is crack 8 eggs.
Followed by milk, white and brown sugar, some nutmeg and Saigon cinnamon.
This cinnamon is a little bit more potent.
In goes pink Himalayan sea salt. Whisk and add melted, unsalted butter.
This looks so good already.
Yeah.
Pour in vanilla bean paste and squeeze in half an orange.
It actually rounds out the flavor of the French toast batter.
And whisk away.
So look at that, look at your whisk. She's
trying.
flicking the wrist.
I'm trying,
Right?
Dana.
Dunk your bread in the batter. Dana uses challah bread to avoid any mushiness in the middle. Toss on griddle until golden browned, and now for the cream cheese filling.
Which is cream cheese, it's strawberries, it's vanilla, a little bit of that pink Himalayan sea salt, and some powdered sugar. So this is really simple.
All you do is mix it together.
Anyone would be so excited to get this. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Now it's time to put it all together. Scoop on the filling, garnish, and pour on your syrup. We went with a homemade strawberry.
From our hearts to their plates.
Isn't that something?
That is next level.
Now we're whipping up homemade strawberry shortcake using biscuits.
Because we just can't get enough of strawberries.
In a mixing bowl, toss in flour, baking powder, Himalayan sea salt,
Just a little pinch.
some chilled unsalted butter, buttermilk, and beat together.
It will look like this.
Roll the dough out and get to cutting. Pro tip,
Do not cut and twist. You let the air out of your biscuits. Your biscuits will be deflated.
Don't twist.
you just press down and quickly pick it up.
Hey.
Brush with an egg wash and in the oven they go at 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes.
Voila.
Scoop whipped cream onto the biscuits, pour on some strawberry syrup, garnish with berries, and you're done.
Oh.
You know it's good when something makes you want to dance.
Yeah, I know it.
Finally, to wash it all down, a blushing strawberry. Start with peach nectar, pineapple juice,
I think she's done this before.
some strawberry puree, and whiskey. We went with Uncle Nearest whiskey.
Do you like your drinks stronger?
I guess it depends on how the date's going, you know?
Shake with ice. Put in some basil and remember to smack it to release the oils and aroma.
Hey!
Strain and enjoy.
Woo! We're strong.
That's good.
For full recipes, head to our Facebook page, The List Show TV. Feeding our bellies and hearts this year with a delicious Valentine's Day brunch.
Still to come on The List. Why birdwatching should be your next hobby.
You can go birding downtown. You can go birding in your neighborhood.
And meet the world's favorite mom.
Hello there. Good morning.
Plus,
I think that sounds romantic.
I think it's science fiction.
see the new rom-com with Scream Queen Emma Roberts.
It's a really fresh take on kind of an old school romantic comedy.
All that and more ahead on The List.
YouTube, sure, you're in the middle of a show, but I just wanted to have a little bit of you and me time. This feels good, doesn't it? Why don't you hit subscribe, turn on notifications, and that way you'll never miss one of these little chats that we have in the middle of the list. All right, how about we go back to the show? Welcome back, and yes, it's still really cold outside, but KG, spring is only a month away.
Oh, don't I know it? And with spring, a lot of birds will be flying north, returning home for summer.
Which means it's a great time for bird watchers to see some unusual varieties. So we're spreading our wings and learning more about the world of birding.
40% of the world's birds migrate south for the winter.
Oh, we have a great blue heron flying overhead.
Oh my gosh. They see the cameras, they're such hams.
Yes.
In the U.S., billions of birds pass over our heads every year as they make that trip. And people migrate to hot bird watching spots nationwide to scope them out.
What do you call somebody who does bird watching?
They're a birder.
We turn to Corey Lycopoulos, the Senior Education Coordinator at the Audubon Center in Phoenix, to learn why people like to bird.
We have a black phoebe here just sitting pretty for us.
First, he says it's easy to do because you can bird all over.
It's something that you can do pretty much anywhere. You can be in a green space like this, and you can go birding downtown. You can go birding in your neighborhood.
This is a 600-acre restoration area near the Salt River, a nice oasis for nesting.
A really cool bird is the rufous hummingbird. That bird breeds in the Pacific Northwest all the way up into Alaska, and it flies down and winters into Mexico. So that little bird does about a 2,500-mile journey, and it can do almost 500 miles a day.
We're standing just 2 miles from downtown Phoenix, and many cities have green spaces like this.
Huge one right there.
Yes, that is a gashawk.
Wow.
Next, let's learn the proper way to use binoculars.
The best thing to do instead of looking down and then coming up with the binoculars, you keep looking at the thing, and then you bring the binoculars to your eyes. And then so you're already looking at it.
And once you got your binoculars figured out, look for a lifer. That's the one bird that you really hope to see one day. Corey says many people travel here to see the Abert's towhee.
I've met people from England and France and Spain that have come to the Audubon Center just to find that bird.
Okay, this is amazing. So people are actually getting their passport ready and doing international travel because there's a bird they want to see.
Yes.
Finally, birding can be a great way to meet people.
You can go to the National Audubon Society website. You can find a local chapter, sanctuary, or Audubon Center. Get started there, connecting with people.
Check out audubon.org or search for birding groups on Facebook. And that's a closer look at birding.
Black History Month is all about honoring the contributions and legacy of African Americans throughout our history and society. Teresa Strasser has 3 trending Black influencers on TikTok who are leading the way with the help of comedy, food, and fashion. Teresa,
thank you. With more than 520 million likes combined, these 3 influencers are making an impact in their respective fields. Coming in at number 1, Wisdom 8.
Round 1, fight.
Wisdom K is a Nigerian-born TikTok creator who is all about fashion. He has also been called the best dressed guy on TikTok I would have to agree, his fashion is next level. At number 2, Drea Knows Best.
Marimba rhythm start to play, dance with me, make me sway.
Drea Okiki is a Nigerian-American graduate in engineering who got her start on Vine, where she would tease her mother. She is now known for her self-deprecating comedy.
I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of...
But she's also known as one of the drivers behind the hashtag #MakeBlackHistory on TikTok, which was intended to create awareness about Black culture. Talk about a powerhouse. And last on our list of trending Black influencers, I am Tabitha Brown.
Hello there, y'all all right? Honey, I got a taste for avocado toast with a little barbecue jackfruit on top. Don't that sound good? Let's make some.
Tabitha, she's known as the world's favorite mom.
Say, ooh, that's.
And while she shares just about everything on TikTok, she's gotten tons of praise for her amazing cooking skills.
Hello there. You ever had some leftover chili and you said, what am I do with it? And then you said, you know what? Maybe I'll make a little dip. Well, let's make some.
Yum! This is just one of many delicious recipes she shares on her page. Those were some trending Black influencers helping us celebrate Black History Month. More to come on the list. Stay right here.
We're back, and on today's watch list, just in time for Valentine's season, it's a new romantic comedy packed with big names. Hattie D. Jamal talked to two of the stars, Diane Keaton and Emma Roberts, about what made them say yes to Maybe I Do.
It is so nice to finally meet you.
Maybe I Do is about a couple on the verge of marriage who introduce their parents. But it turns out their parents already know each other all too well.
Anyone care for a drink?
Oh, yes! Stars Diane Keaton, Emma Roberts, and Luke Bracey told us why it's worth watching on the big screen.
You sit down and you watch it, and it's amazing. It's huge. It's like, whoa.
First, it's not your typical rom-com.
It's a really fresh take on kind of an old school romantic comedy.
It was just the best and the most unusual. I got lucky to be in it. It's a good movie.
I was shocked because I felt like our parents had like more of the young adult storyline and we had the more mature storyline, and I loved that.
Michelle wants to marry me. She wants me to be happy with her in the future.
I think that sounds romantic.
I think it's science fiction.
It's an older crowd. Mercifully, there's some young people in it too, and they're great, and their marriage is great, but it's also really interesting what changes in all of that.
I think fate meant us to be together.
Next, the cast has some legendary names.
Susan Sarandon plays my mother, and William H. Macy plays my father. Diane Keaton plays Emma's mother, and Richard Gere plays Emma's father. They're in so many of my favorite movies, every single one of them, that it was just a bit of a shock that I was making a movie with them. It was only the moments in between scenes when suddenly you looked over and you were talking to Richard Gere, and you just kind of went, oh, Richard Gere, and we're talking about, I don't know what we talked about. It started to just get lost in his eyes.
How do I know if I love her?
You would ask yourself the only question that matters. Does this girl carry within her the potential to suck out your soul like a Nosferatu?
No.
Then go forward, my son.
Finally, it'll give you a lot to talk about.
I'm endlessly fascinated by relationships and love, and I feel like no one's ever quite figured it out completely, so we keep trying to in all these movies.
You've got one day to tell me we're on the road to somewhere.
We all want the happy ending, so it's endless discussion. Like, who doesn't love love? Who doesn't, want to talk about love?
Are you in love with my wife? No! Damn it.
You can watch more of our interviews with the cast on the guest list on our YouTube channel, The List Show TV.
We do share coffee and the paper every morning and hair and makeup, so maybe that's translating onto the screen.
Exactly.
We're putting Maybe I Do on your watch list. We'll be right back.
Welcome back, friends. It is time for what's last on our list. Now, if you are miserable at your job and are looking to make a change, I present from the Washington Post the happiest, least stressful, most meaningful jobs in America.
And KG, believe it or not, TV host didn't even make the top 5.
Weird. However, if this TV thing doesn't work out for us, flannel is always a good look. Maybe we could try our hands at being lumberjacks. Yes, logging and forestry and farmers have the highest levels of self-reported happiness and lowest levels of self-reported stress.
Okay, now 2 key factors here were happiness and meaning, but they say those 2 aren't always correlated. For instance, social workers, they know they're doing meaningful work, but it's also very stressful, which chips away at that overall happiness score. But I gotta tell you, lumberjacking, that's kind of a surprise winner for me.
Okay, well, if you need some proof, they asked, what is the happiest place on Earth?
Disneyland.
No.
Disney World.
No.
Disneyland Paris.
No Disney. Happiest place on Earth is the outdoors.
Okay, well, I would argue that Disney parks are all outdoors.
Yeah, you would argue that. Maybe lawyer would be a better fit for you, although according to their research, the single most stressful occupation, lawyer. Also, folks in finance, insurance, and education all rank high for high-stress jobs.
Okay, that all may be true, but for me, TV host didn't make the cut. But from my own point of view, joy of working, that's a 10. Happiest, most meaningful, those are 10s. Happiest place on earth, okay, that's still Disneyland.
And that's what's last on our list, friends. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching us here on YouTube. Don't forget to like this video. Maybe leave us a comment down below, something nice preferably, and hit the subscribe button so you don't ever miss a list. Now, if you have missed episodes in the past, all good. We got your back. We got them for you right here.